Right, now we're going to talk about converting between units using dimensional analysis. I know that you can already do it by moving your decimal, and that's a good way to check to make sure you've done this correctly. But in this case, when we're using dimensional analysis, we need to make sure that we're using a conversion factor. A conversion factor is just a fraction that puts what we want over what we're given in a proportion. So we're going to put the unit that we want on top and the unit that we are given on bottom, and we're going to put numbers in so that they're equivalent. Let's look at an example. Okay? If we start with 530 kilometers equals however many meters, we want to know how many meters is that equivalent to. We're going to start by putting 530 kilometers, and we're just going to put it on the top part of a fraction. You can put anything you want on the bottom. You can put a 1, you can put a smiley face, just some symbol to you know this is on the top of the fraction. Then we're going to set up our conversion factor. We know that kilometers is what we're given. It needs to go on the bottom so that these units will cancel out, because I don't want to end up with those anymore. I want to end up with meters, so it needs to go on top. Now I need to know what numbers to put in here. For that, I need to know a fact. I need to know how many kilometers are equal to how many meters. Fortunately, I know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters, so I can plug those numbers in. 1,000 meters is 1 kilometer. Now I just have to do the math. 530 times 1,000 gives me 530,000 kilometers. Oops, I'm sorry, not kilometers. Meters. Right? This is my calculator answer, and I want to make sure it has the right number of significant digits. I started out, when I was given, I had 2 significant digits. And so I need 2 in my answer. I have 1, 2. None of these zeros are significant, so I'm good with my significant digits. Let's do another example. If I'm given 328 milligrams and I want to know how many grams that is, again, I need to do the same process. 328 milligrams is going to go on the top of my fraction. And I'm going to multiply it by some conversion factor. I know milligrams needs to go on the bottom, because that's what I want to get rid of. I want that to cancel out, and I want grams to be what I'm left with. So now I need a fact. I need to know how many milligrams are equal to how many grams. Fortunately, I know that 1,000 milligrams is equal to 1 gram. So I'm going to put 1 on top, 1,000 milligrams on bottom. This time I need to divide. 328 times 1 divided by 1,000, and that gives me 0.328 grams. I started out with 1, 2, 3 sig figs, and I ended up with 1, 2, 3 sig figs. So my answer is good just like it is. Okay, let's do one more example. 32.87 centigrams is how many milligrams? I'm going to start it out the same way. 32.87 centigrams over 1, over smiley face, over whatever, times, I'm going to end up with milligrams, so I'm going to put that on top. I want centigrams to cancel, so I put that on bottom. And now I need to know my fact. How many centigrams is equal to how many grams? Right? I know that centi is bigger than milli, so 1 centigram has 10 milligrams in it. I'm going to plug my numbers in. 1 centigram has 10 milligrams in it. So that means that I must have 328.7 milligrams in 32.87 centigrams. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 significant digits to start. 1, 2, 3, 4 significant digits in my answer.